Welcome to day 34 of my road to 2000 Elo journey in chess. Current Elo is 1427. Coming off a loss. Because of time, poor time management. So let's see if I can do a little bit better with time today. Always e4. Okay, Sicilian. I know knight f3 and then after knight c. Okay, well this is just a very different line than what I'm used to. I'm used to c6. Okay, maybe bring bishop out and then castle. I like castling quick, so let's do that. Yeah, let's just castle quick. But wait, can't he take now because there's no pin? I think he can. So what if I push and then after take and take, I'm threatening a fork. Means he's gotta push e6 maybe. Should I push? I mean, I don't have to. Let's see if there's anything better. What if instead of pushing, I just develop my piece like a normal person instead of looking for? Yeah, because I think that would be a little more reasonable. If I go here now to threaten that pawn, he can just push. Let's just castle. Now I can think about like breaking the open the center. I don't have to do that before I castle. If I do that before I castle, it usually doesn't end well. Let's see. So their bishop is stuck behind these pawns. I'm expecting e5. Or okay, Fianchetto. I was wrong. I can play d3. Just reinforce the pawn and then bring the bishop out. I think that's what I'm gonna do. The only bad thing is if knight a5, I bring the bishop back. I mean, that's not a bad thing because if that trade does happen, I get an open file. But I can tell he's gonna castle here, so let's bring the bishop. I'm gonna bring it here because if I bring it to e3 instead, I'm a little worried about knight g4, and I don't want to lose a bishop. I want to set up a battery and then just trade off his bishop. So let's do that. I'm not too sure what to do with this. Oh, I could have. Well, if I was thinking about knight g5, but knight g5, whatever, he castles and then it's not really good for me. So yeah, set that up. Okay, I see. I don't want to. I'm thinking about knight e1. I don't want to have to do this trade because if I let him take and then open up my king, I don't think that's really good for me. But this is a really passive move. Like I'm putting my knight all the way back here, but after that, then I can push f3. I don't think f3 would be the best move. Maybe push f4. Just start marching my pawns down. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Because if I come here, and then I don't think if I come here, I don't think he would. Okay, what about, is knight h4 better than knight h1? Knight e1? Because if knight h4, I don't think he would push that pawn. That's like a oh he can't because my bishop and queen are there. After knight h4, then I'm probably gonna do f4. But what would he do in response to that? Maybe, yeah, I don't know. If it's a mistake, so be it. I'll learn from it. But knight h4 seemed better. I was thinking about knight e1, but that's just like this is like the better of two bad moves. But I'm not sure if f4 is the right way to go. But it feels right to me because oh now it's even better. Oh, I have to deal with the bishop. Hmm. Okay, so I know letting him take would technically be bad because then I double up the pawns. This pawn is weakened, but it's defended. Um, but I sort of don't really care too much because I don't think it's such a bad thing. I'm gonna retreat it anyways just because I feel like it's fine to do. Okay, he shut me off with that diagonal. I was expecting this because then I take... Well, that's just a sack of a pawn, but then he still doubles up my pawns. I don't know. I was expecting that for some reason. Maybe I can do bishop h6 now. Can I do that? Can I do this actually? I think I can. Okay, maybe pawn f4 first and I boot his knight. He's got to go back here or here. Both moves are really, I think, favorable for me because he's putting his knight all the way back. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, you know what I just realized? Oh, no, wait. Oh, I missed. I completely... Okay, that's still good for me because I can still trap his bishop. His bishop has been trapped. Like, I could have trapped it earlier before I pushed the knight away. But the only thing is now he gets 2 pawns for a piece, and I think it's fine though. He can't really exploit it. Yes, he can. Ooh. Wait, you know what I realized? Okay, if he takes with the knight, I'm gonna have to... Oh, okay. I played a little inaccurately here because I realized that his queen sees that. So now I have to deal with it. And uh okay, retreat back, covering this square, this square. Okay, I've gotta slow down a little bit. I don't wanna go through like a low time thing anymore. As much as I can help it. So I'm moving relatively quicker than normally I would. And I wish this person would slow down too, because... Oh wait, okay, I have to take. There's nothing to think about. Oh, I didn't trade. Oh, I didn't trade. I hope you take my bishop because my bishop has no scope really. Only got these 2 squares. I mean, this one is gonna be annoying to break through. Actually, but then I have f5, and then maybe my bishop can come alive. I can't stop you from taking though. Actually, yes, I can. If I take, nope, I get forked. What if I push and then you take, and then I take with the rook, and then take. If I bring the knight here, I don't know. I feel like I have a potential push here. But if he takes my bishop, then I'm less inclined to play f5. Because even if I open up this diagonal somewhat, I have no bishop to take advantage of it. But then I played knight e2 because I'm forcing him to make a decision and be like, do you want to retreat or do you want to take my bishop? Oh, you can take one of my knights. It's fine with me. I hope you take this one because this one can actually go places. This one cannot. Okay, of course not. But now that I have the rook here, I can lift it up and then get my... I have to stop. What am I clicking? Wait, how am I bringing that menu up? What am I doing? Okay, I can bring it here because I know his queen can infiltrate, but I can still bring the rook over maybe because I'm not covering these squares anymore. My knight just got taken away. Yeah, but see, now I have... I can retreat, can't I? I can just run away. It's a bit cowardly, but I mean, I don't want my king here anymore. If I play rook h3, covers all of that. He's got this check. But then I just bring the queen in, maybe. I can bring the queen in, and if take, then I just take, and then I think I'm in a fine position to be on. Oh no, but then I lose pawn. This pawn is... Okay, I kind of want to push c3 now, just because his bishop is looking at that. If I push e3 and then he gives me check, and then I can just block. So yeah, let's do that. And I still have f5 on the table, but I have to get my king out. But doing that's gonna take forever, though. What if I just trade everything off? Ooh. Okay, if I push, he gives me check. I scoot over. And then if take. Okay, let's move over. Let's get out of danger. I don't really like, and then I can just bring my pieces over. I gotta get this rook involved. And the only way I can really do that safely is if I get my king over here, out of the way. Okay, I'm not worried about that. And then I just attack you. There's no check here anymore, so now I can just move over. You take, I take with the knight. Or I take with pawn. Oh, but I'm giving an open file. Oh, if I can get my king to... Oh, okay. So that just didn't happen at all. What if I push d4? d4, c takes on d4. Is that right? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Let's do that. Let's just do that. I gotta play quick. I'm taking with the knight, and then I have that. If he plays that. Yeah, I'm just... Ooh. Yeah, I'm in a really awkward spot. This is really not good. I gotta keep in mind, I can stack. Okay, if I play this, he plays that. I take, he takes. Huh, it's not gonna work. Alright, let's just defend this. I know he can take at some point. And then, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. At this point. Okay, wait. What if I take and he takes and then I give check? He moves back. And then I take here. Threatening the bishop. And the rook. And obviously he can recapture, but then I take with check. I'm doing it just because, okay, look. I'm low on time, I gotta do something crazy, make him think. Take. Because if takes, then I give check. He moves. I take with the knight. If he takes with the pawn, then I take with the bishop. It's a fork of the king and the rook. Let's do it. I don't have time to really think about it further. We gotta play crazy. Attacking this and this. I know he can take here, but then I just trade off. I didn't really calculate that, and I should have. But I'm really curious to see how this goes. And he's got 6 minutes to completely just counter everything I did, whereas I only spent like 30 seconds thinking about it, so it's probably not going to go super well. Yep. But now I just... Yeah, there's no check to get out of that. Okay. Take. Let's think. I can't take. Where do I move to? That's the thing. Where do I move to? I should have shut this diagonal off. This bishop is too strong. And I have no checks to really like... Because I'm going to lose a knight. I want to stay on this diagonal. He has no check. At least I'll only be down 2 points of material. But I think I can make it work. Wow. Okay, dude. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I messed up bad. That move wasn't good. That move wasn't... that was poor. That was poor. But I'm glad I played it because you know you gotta play crazy sometimes. Oh, that wasn't good. I tried to not be so low on time, but it just didn't work out. Dang. Okay, just I need to go see that move. I need to see that move. What did I blunder though? Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Was okay, so F4 was a good move, but I wasn't supposed to weaken. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I'm like, okay, two pieces for a. Okay, what was this blunder? This was a bad blunder. What was that? No, no. Why is this a blunder though? Ah, I didn't even consider that. Okay, I did see a fork here, but okay, what I had to see was okay. I retreat the bishop, but what happens is he can take after I take. What is it? What is it he does? Oh, he pins me, forcing me to take to not lose my queen. But after pawn takes, I'm forked. I move out of the way, he takes, and then... Ooh, did not see that at all. Yeah, my tactics need work. I... Yeah, I really need to up my puzzle daily, whatever. I need to... Yeah, and I need to switch to daily. I can't do daily at the moment because of school, but once I'm done with classes, I'm getting there. I had a winning position, though. Okay, I wanted to double the rooks, but I was scared to because I thought it would be too slow. This goes back to my low time. I didn't have time to properly calculate. Because I had to keep checking, making sure that all my pieces were connected because I was worried, okay, if I take my queen off this diagonal at any point, what happens is he can take like that. Yep, and then I lose a rook. So that kept crossing my mind like 50 times. Okay, that was just a blunder. It was in I was too low on time to really realistically play normally. I was gonna have to do something out of the box. Now I'm looking at the eval and everything. There's just nothing. I didn't really have time to calculate. Yeah, no, oh man, that was rough. But yeah, I have to work on the time management. I say that every time, but this upcoming week is when I actually do that, and I'm gonna do that by practicing my openings and all. I'm pretty familiar with E4. Wait, okay, let me just refresh on what happened. Okay, this is Sicilian. Already, this was like something I'm not familiar with at all, but it went fine. It went well. I was down a minute though. Obviously, this person was way more familiar with it than me because they didn't even use a minute on up to like move until move 10. I was already down 4. So yeah, clearly you gotta work on opening the middle game-ish. And should help. I don't think my endgame is so bad. But again, by the time I make it to the endgame, I'm like super low. Anyways, thank you for watching. Till the next.